That's all I seen when this dude was beating the brakes off of this black man out there, this dummy at a Trump rally. He made it out there with his life, so he's okay, whatever. I don't feel sorry for him. What was you doing there? As a black man, what are you doing at a Trump MAGA rally, cheering on with these white folks as if they're your friend? He had his gear on too, y'all, in a place in Michigan, out there with a bunch of cold, cracked skin white people. I mean, you got your black face out there, and they put a beat on him, y'all. I mean, them blows was passionate. Go watch it. We can't play it on here, but watch. Look how he raining passionate blows down on this dude. All the rest of the white people stood around, watched, recorded, and let your dumb black behind get beat down like it was supposed to. And you know, I don't feel sorry for this people. I don't care. This is a lesson. It couldn't have been learned any other way.
I want to give all the praises and the honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Recha HaKwadash, and double honors to the elder apostles and the bishops of Great Millstone. Honors as well to you brethren, you fellow believers of this faith, of this truth, and shalom to the elect. So anyway, the brother Judah Tribe sent me this clip of the Donald Trump rally, the mega rally, and this Jake was literally getting his behind whipped. Now, what I want to do first before I get started, I want you to look closer to the picture and look at the background. It's a little blurry. What do you see? All right, you see them smiling, they're laughing, they're enjoying it. Isn't this the same kind of picture reincarnated with the Jake that was being burnt at the stake and all those white people were standing around enjoying themselves? Is this kind of like a reincarnation thing? Could it possibly been that man? I don't know. But clearly you could see that Trump stands for differently than everybody else. Now, again, if you want to vote, then, you know, we say it ain't going to do you any damn good, regardless, because then you got the black woman, right, and who's Obama has said, young brother told me, that Obama said that he's doing a campaign and telling black men to stand up, don't fear a woman, you're scared of women or something, and you're afraid of a woman to lead. So I don't think that was the natural order of this. Well, we know that's not the natural order of the scriptures. So this proves that they don't follow the Bible. But anyway, this is what happened. That Jake, he's got his behind whooped. Now we're going to go into why this happened. Now we do know about Jacob Esau. That's another video. But I want to go into Christianity, because a lot of these Trump supporters are Christians, right? And they're radical Christians. I forgot what they call them, but they're Christians. You could say Christian nationalists. They call themselves evangelists. Either way, it's just a smooth word to say radical Christians, right? And this is what they believe. Let's go to Genesis 9:6. And it says, this is about Noah, Shem, and Noah, Shem, and Japheth, right? The flood of Noah. I mean, the flood that came upon Noah. Anyway, it says, and Noah began to be a husbandman and planted in a vineyard, and he drank of wine and was drunken, and he was uncovered with his tent, within the tent. He was naked. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father and told two brethren without. Right, and Shem and Japheth took a garment and laid it upon both their shoulders and went backwards and covered the nakedness of their father. And their faces were backward, and they saw not their father's nakedness. And Noah woke from his wine and knew what his younger son had done unto him. And he said, cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall be unto his brethren. So these people are these Edomites, they're trying to get back their birthright they're trying to flip it around. Now we know that these were all dark nations, and if you know that the Hamites, Canaan, the Hamites, those other nations, they're weird like that. They would stand there and stare at their father naked, you know. But Shem and Japheth didn't do that. But now at the end of it, you'll see in Hollywood, they'll call a lot of Jake Canaan. Like they want us to be that. Now, when we go to, I'm going to just get to the point. Now, when you go to Genesis 4, I believe, in 14, and it says, and Cain said unto the Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me this day from forth the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I should be a fugitive and a vagabond upon the earth. And shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. Right? So let's go back. So basically, this is talking about the curse of Canaan, not Ham, but Canaan. Right? So we go back to 24. And Noah woke from his wine and knew what his youngest son had done unto him. And he said, cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall I be unto his brethren. So the reason why I bring that out, because they believe the curse comes from being cursed black. This is what they believe. So they believe that, you know, when somebody's the oppressor, it's so much easier to try to control them with peace and love and marry and happiness and read the Bible. You know, that's how messed up we are, because we have that hope. We're broken people. So we'll go join up with them, man, and their, you know, any parts of their lifestyles just to become them. We'll even marry unto them. We'll do whatever it takes, right? So when somebody's oppressing you, it's easy to tell them to love you and be in peace with everybody because they got the upper hand. That calms the people down, right? That brings to the point that why would you raise up and try to slay the wealthy or the rich or the ones that's over you if you're docile? This is what the Pharaoh was saying in Exodus 2. He said, I want to make them work because they might join up with other enemies and take us down. This man is still afraid of that, by the way. He just found other schemes and tricks to do it. Now, anyway, let's go to one scripture came to my mind when I saw this. Sirach, I think all of us know this. Some of you may not. Sirach 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for as like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Right? And this could be our own, but you know, in this context, we're seeing this, man. You know, though thou humble himself and go a crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt not know that the rust have not altogether been wiped away. You know, they had an old term, keep your friends closer, your enemies closer. Right? They always trying to figure you out. It says, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place, neither let him set at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. Right? Like Yahushua with Judas. You know, he already knew. Right? But he kept with him because he had a prophecy. And thou as at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer when he was bitten by a serpent, or any such of come nigh wild beasts? So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? Right? And this is the first thing I thought. When you go to these people and you get your butt, your behind kicked, and it was interesting to know what it was about or what was going on. But clearly, they were all standing around watching him, you know. So what do you get? For a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. An enemy speaks sweetly with his lips, But in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. And we're talking about the whole system. This is also going to the whole system. All these things, this thing that happened in the last couple of years, and all this that people have been doing, they have no idea what just happened to them and the consequences of it. We trust everybody else but us. You know? At this point, you can see that our people can't even trust themselves. Anyway. If an adversary come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance. That's him, countenance. Proverbs 4:14. Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Our people are so messed up that they feel the need to be a part of something, that need to belong. You know what? The more I notice when I'm out with Jake and I see neighbors and friends or people I know in certain communities or certain situations, the so-called black man has got more philosophies than any fable, a book of fables. They know everything but know nothing. That's what I learned about Jake. Jake dabbles himself into every damn thing because we're destroyed people. And you expect it because everybody's looking for some truth. Many shall run to and fro. Our people want to be with Trump. Our people want to be with... I have no idea why our people are even arguing this in the first place. All these years, we've seen what happened to the so-called black community. I say so-called hood, which means a covering, or community meaning together, which they're not. All this that's happened to the community and to the hood and to the neighborhoods, and you see no change. And then you even had the president saying, change we could depend on. Make America great again. You know what it means to make America great again? Donald J. Trump or whatever his name is? He said he calling for a purge for police to go ham on everybody that don't obey. And you know who it is. It's you, Jake. You, Jake, is undisciplined, uncouthed, right? You have no manners. You know, you have no discipline. You're just totally destroyed. So when this thing go down, who you think they coming after? Right? We see this thing in the media. It's R. Kelly, right? I can't remember. All men, all the so-called black men. The attack is on you, Jakes. P. Diddy, T.D. Jakes, you know, Cuba Gooding. I mean, it's just, the list goes on. What's his name? Bill Cosby. What's going on with that? And you at a Trump rally. Yeah, I agree with this Jake here. He's into Islam, but I agree with him on that part. Jake deserve what he get. He deserve exactly what he get. It says, avoid it, pass not by it, turn it, pass away. For they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. You got people that are set up just in pure wickedness. And we're talking about our own people right here too. We're talking about our own people, man. But Galatians 6:7 says, do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever man sows, that shall he also reap. You sowed it, now you got to reap it. You made your bed, now you got to lay in it. You jumped in the ring, now you got to fight. And look at you. This is completely madness, man. The trust that our people will have in enemies, right? Which we have our own enemies. But the thing about Satan, he transfers himself into angel of light, deception. This is why we call this man what we call him. It's all deception. And all the black Christians, all our people, we're out there teaching. We're telling them what's going on, what's coming to pass, the prophetic events. We're telling them who their enemy. They will fight more to protect their enemy than even the love they have for themselves or their own so-called people. You gotta let them go. So this man deserves what the hell he got. Anyway, that's all I have on that. Shalom.